op-ed out in the Daily Caller slams the American left as, quote, useful idiots in the current political field. Xi Van Fleet writing this, quote, just like Mao, the radical left has also been turning our educational system into indoctrination. Mills students are fed lies that their country is and has always been a racist country and deserves to be dismantled. Joining me right now is 1776 Action Senior Fellow and survivor of Mao's revolution, Xi Van Fleet. Xi, thanks very much for being here. It takes courage to write what you did and certainly talk about it. You grew up in Mao's China. Tell me more about Mao's China. Many people believe that Xi Jinping models himself after Mao Zedong.
Absolutely. He is really launching the Cultural Revolution 2.0. But I grew up in Mao's China, and I am one of those students, millions of them, that have been indoctrinated in the government school. And I see the same thing happening here, that the left is indoctrinate our kids and weaponize them as their property, just like what Mao did to us. When I grew up, we were taught that we were not really the children of our parents. We belonged to the party and we belonged to Chairman Mao. And during the Cultural Revolution, many children turned against their parents, reporting their parents for incorrect remarks, and some ended in jail, some even being executed. And seeing here in America is heartbreaking. Children have been taught the woke ideology. Many children now question their parents' value and their parents' basically point of view, and call them racist and bigots. And this is the same thing. Why they are doing this? Because those who own the children own the future. Mao mobilized millions of children that are being indoctrinated to carry out his cultural revolution and seize power for him. And the left is doing the same thing. They're not interested in training the children to be successful citizens or successful individuals. They want to train them to be future activists and revolutionaries. And I would say they want them to be the future voters that vote only one way. And I think that's really their goal. They count on the children to put them into office and keep them there permanently.
Wow, this is all so disturbing, Xi. And you know, you have to ask the question, why? Why would the left in America be doing this? You know, the world's freest country, the most independent on the planet, and you've got the Democrats and the left pushing to be more like China, it seems. Is this coming from the Chinese Communist Party that is embedded and inside the gates of America? Or is this coming from the left, Democrats, who are looking at China's model and trying to adopt it because they want power?
They are all heirs of Marxism. In Marxism, it is very, very clear. And the goal is abomination of family. How do you do that? You separate the children from the parents, and you take control of the children. Once you do that, you really hold the future of your country. And that's how Mao got his power, and that's what's left depend on it to get power for themselves. Well, we should all realize that China is not our partner or competitor. It's our enemy. It's not our words, my words, it's their words. They consider America the arch enemy. And that is very, very clear. I think the West is just pretending they don't know it. And they don't know it. And I think one thing they're really looking for to get is the authoritarianism from Xi Jinping. They love it. And that's why the China model is now becoming our model.
You know, I think you're spot on about all of this. I feel there is a Marxist thread running through, and you've got to question who's leading that Marxist thread. Is it the Communist Party of China inside the gates, or is it the Democrats?
It's the Democrats. You know, the Democrats, yeah, they already become a party. They become a communist party. They already have been, changed.
How very disturbing. Xi, thanks very much for speaking out. I hope you'll come back on this program. This is one of our most important topics, and we certainly want to hear more of your story in growing up in Mao's China. Xi Van Fleet, thanks very much, and thanks for your courage.
Thank you so much.